Perfect. So my name is Jessica Farkas and I own Balayage Blonde Salon. We're here in St. Petersburg, Florida. We have been an actual salon entity for 5 years. We started building this dream a month before COVID happened. And it was definitely a rough start to a new business. I've personally been doing hair for 16 years. I've done everything in the industry from being behind the chair, a salon suite owner, now a salon owner with a team of 16 now. And it was just me previously when I started. So we have grown in a lot of different ways. And I love what we do. I love the salon industry and I have no knowledge or background in marketing. So I was basically running our social media. Every now and again, I would just throw $20 at an Instagram ad and get absolutely nothing because it just said, hey, do you want to boost this? And I was like, yeah, sure. Let's just see what happens. But pretty much I was kind of the one-man show running everything starting off. I know a lot of businesses are like that. Looking back, I wish I would have started sooner with you guys earlier on, but I understand, a lot of things in business take time and a lot of trial and a lot of error. So I really spent the first few years very much bootstrapping my business and trying to make organic relationships. And it's very hard. And as I grow a team, realizing how hard it is to fill their books because not everybody is as social. Not everybody, I can meet somebody anywhere, any time of day. And I'm happy to say, hey, you should come sit in my chair. But I know not everyone on my team is like that. And that's why a lot of people come to a salon because they need that support. So I felt, I would say in probably year two, very lacking in that support I needed for my team to help grow them. And as a salon owner, that's my responsibility. I'm a commissioned salon owner. I don't do chair rental. I think it could work for both. Honestly, I think that would be a huge benefit. But as a commissioned salon owner, I feel like I had a duty to get them busy. And I didn't realize how hard it was because, again, I've been very fortunate to make really strong connections with clients that I still have to this day for the past, 14, 15 years have been with me. But I know the industry's changed. There's so much noise out there. People have so many choices of stylists that I feel like as I grew my team, I was hearing a lot of feedback that, we're growing, but we're not busy enough. We're not getting enough people in our chair. And I guess I was a little bit naive to think that everyone was going to post as much as me or everyone was going to, go out there on weekends and meet as many people as I am or ask for referrals. And that's not comfortable for everybody. So I really had to take a step back because I found myself constantly just barking at my team and being frustrated that they weren't busier and they weren't doing the things that I was doing. But I realized it just doesn't work like that in an ideal world. So that's really I built my own personal business with rose colored glasses almost that, oh my gosh, I'm just going to open a salon and everyone's going to be busy like I am. Everyone's going to be asking for referrals. People are going to be just piling in. And I mean, I didn't have a big social media following. I just happened to have a lot of great girls that really love what I do locally. And I'm not scared to ask for referrals, but that's sort of how I built the business on the front end. And I think stylists really liked that about me and respected that about me. And they could see that. But then when it came down to it, when they joined me, I was like, okay, how do we get them busy? Because now, they don't have anyone on their books. And I've actually never hired a stylist with a book of business. I think I might have one that has walked in with maybe a friend or family member, but I've actually honestly loved the challenge, but it's also been scary in the same way. For instance, during COVID, I actually met my second employee on Instagram. And I was like, hey, you should move here. You're so cool. I think you would do great here. And she was in California at the time and wasn't working because it's shut down. And I was like, you should come to Florida. We're just doing our thing here. And then I was kind of hit with that reality that now I have to grow this person. This person is moving across the country and in some ways trusting me to follow up on what the vision I have and what I want to do here. So I think all of that, just I had to really take a look in the mirror as a leader and realize that, I can't blame everybody and not everyone's going to be like me. So coming up with really good solutions to help solve problems. And I think one of the biggest problems we had was really just getting a constant influx of new guests because we're just lost in a sea in social media and you can only do so much And if you have a large team and they, and I get it, not everyone wants to go out on weekends and meet people and hand out business cards. Like the world has really changed. So I knew it would take something very dynamic for us to be as busy as I had been and just grow and expand and like multiply like my vision and what I wanted like for our future and the reach that we had.
So when you met with us for the first time and you reached out and you were like, this is what I need, this is what I want, what kind of made you take the plunge with working with us when there are, other agencies or other solutions out there?
Yeah, so there is a lot of different people out there, a lot of different noise, and I'm a research girl, and I'm also a gut feelings girl. It's never failed me yet. I always love to trust my intuition. That's just me. I'm very much like, all in on something when I feel it's right. So I did my research, and I really had like gotten to a point where, for me, like my team was asking more of me because we did really grow after COVID. But as I'm growing my team, there's just less opportunities there because the same amount of clients are coming in, but now I have more team members, more mouths to feed, and like higher expectations. And, I realized I definitely lost a couple of team members because I felt like I wasn't really in a way holding up my end of the deal, right? Because I am a commissioned salon owner, and it is our duty to do everything we can in our power to fill their books so they can do what they need to. That's just part of the gig. That's what I believe. It's not what everyone else believes. So when that was like really brought to my attention by my team, I mean, I had tried everything, right? Like I was running our social media and I did grow it like to 10,000 followers. Like I grew, in a sense of, oh my gosh, but just because you have followers doesn't mean you got butts in the chair, right? So that was helping a lot. There was these things I was doing that I was trying to do on my own. And honestly, it was taking away from me as a leader in the salon. It was keeping me up at night on like how to get clients. And we were running sales and specials and just trying to do all these things. So I kind of knew, and I sort of know as a leader and as a person, like where the buck stops. And it kind of stopped like right then and there. I was like, I have to come up with a solution. So that's when I started looking online. And I'm not going to lie, I was very intimidated because a lot of companies wanted a lot of money with no guarantee. And they just didn't understand or have the knowledge for salons. I was getting a lot of like, it's just, you're just like a doctor's office or you're just like an influencer, but we're not. We're so specific on who we need, what we need. And I was very hesitant to give a lot of different companies just my money because again, up until our third year in business, I've like cleaned the salon myself every Sunday, myself. So like giving any money to like anybody, I mean, for me to even hire someone to let them clean our salon after, I would work all week and I had little kids and I would still go do that because we were just in that phase of like, there was just, not a lot of money to go around and be spent. We to be very purposeful. So I was just very cautious moving forward. But when I found you guys, first off, love the name. I was like, okay, I already feel good about this because I feel like they know what they're doing. And then hearing y'all's story about your background and your experience in the salon industry and, your mom owning a salon, all those things really spoke to me. And I was like, okay, they really understand and get it because these companies don't understand our industry. They understand social media. They maybe understand metrics. Maybe they can run an ad, but if they're not the right ads, you're not getting clients. And I can tell you right now, they're not going to take responsibility for that. They are going to just say like, I don't know, like maybe it's this or that. And it was so great because when I talked to you guys, like it was not only just running ads, it was so much more than that. And I really like, that's all I wanted. I was like, okay, great. We're going to run ads. We're going to get busy, but it's not that. Like, it's not that. It is like this much of that. So when I, met with you guys and hearing everything you do, like my mind was blown. I'm like, where can I sign? Like and I literally did. I was like, we're doing this today. I said yes immediately. I didn't need a minute because I was like, wait, this is so different from anybody else and your background and how you track things and just everything you do to nurture these leads. Like that's where other people are falling short because even on my own, I could probably go take a little class and I'm just going to run some ads and I'm going to like, no. And I did that again. Like I have played around a little bit on Instagram and Facebook and like, maybe one person would click on it. But okay, great. $20. There was so much I didn't know before. And I was like, wow, this is so different. So the second I talked with you guys, I was like, it's an absolute yes, because you guys are not doing anything I've ever seen anywhere else, like anywhere else, truly, like at all. So it was just the layers of that and realizing that I just, as a leader, I could no longer just hear the complaints and bear the frustrations, because it was really starting to eat at me, where I was honestly starting to question whether I wanted to be a salon owner at all. There's so many hard things, and I realized like I had to delegate and I had to invest. And honestly, like out of everything I've invested in the past 5 years, number one thing invested with you guys, like hands down, truly.
That just makes me feel so good, because that's like why we do what we do, right? Like these are the conversations, these are working relationships of like why we do what we do. And I think what was so key in our working relationship is that like you are down to try anything.
Yeah, you have to be like, you have to be so open-minded. And that's the thing, when I joined with you guys, I feel like I was very transparent that I'm a big like pivot girl. I'm always going to be dabbling. I'm always changing. So I think it's really important that people stay open-minded and stay curious. And if you want to try something, you guys have been so just kind and appreciative, and never made me feel like, because I know I've even talking to other companies, they've made me feel like, well, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, no, I want to be involved, but I don't at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I know I'm very hands off, but if I have an idea that just, you guys will nurture that. And if you're like, listen, like, we're going to give this a go, but we don't, that we think it's going to go here, or it could be here. I love just like how real you guys have been. And not only that, just like implementing so many more ideas internally and in real time besides just running ads. And that's been like so fun for me, because I can see the numbers, I can see the metrics, and you guys do, you get just excited as I do about like our success. And I will tell you, like the first, like y'all's guarantee, about getting a certain number of clients, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yeah, whatever, like let's try it. Let's try it, because like, what do you have to lose? I mean, literally, what do you have to lose? And I was in a place, and I feel like if anyone's coming to you and doing a consult call, there's a reason why. You're not just picking up the phone like, hey, I need some help here because you have free time on your books. You're calling because you're feeling something inside, or maybe your team is asking for something, and deep down you need to honor that and listen to them. And I feel like when people get on the call with you guys, they're there. The only thing they need to do is just say yes and just take a leap of faith and just try it, because that's exactly what I did. And I was like, okay, like a lot of these companies wanted 12-month contracts. And I was like, wow, this is, bigger. Like I was just so nervous, especially just after COVID and after just being through so many tough things in business. Like it was definitely scary. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, what do I have to lose? Because, if you don't deliver, then guess what? Like, it's fine. Like,
exactly. You move on. You move on because you're in the same place. Like, you're in the same place that you would have been. That's what I say that's what we say to everyone. We're like,
what is it going to hurt?
If you're already in a place and you don't pivot or move,
you got to do it.
You're still going to be in the same place. So why not just take the chance, see what happens? What is the worst thing that's going to happen? If anything, we're going to get some sort of forward momentum, or some sort of momentum, period.
I think like a lot of like leaders just get really stuck on a decision. And this is something that like, I'm so glad, like I was stuck for a while, and stuck in a way that I had to do my research and really listen to my team and really understand the problem. Because I think sometimes people just think, well, I want to make a lot of money, so I'm going to come to you guys. But you really need to take a step back and not let that be like what guides you. It should be long-term, sustainable, because you do have to trust the system. It's like a snowball. When you start, you're going to get like lots of things, and then some of those things may shake out. And it's very much like it's a process, right? So I was just so excited because you guys were on board with my ideas, and I totally got that. And I was at a place where I was like, if I'm here right now asking these questions and, interviewing you guys, I mean, I needed something. And that's why I was here. So yeah, I mean, if someone's thinking about doing it, just do it. I don't like, what do you have to lose? Truly. Like, and I really did. Like, part of me, it's not that I doubted y'all, but I do like to have like a small bit of skepticism where I was like, yeah, sure, we're probably going to get like, yeah, because I did try a different company that was more like an AI company, and I got no leads. And it was pretty much close to the same cost. And for me, I'm like, I don't even care if it was $1 a month. That's $1 that wasn't well spent and got me no results and wasted my time. So going with you guys, I was kind of like, you know, like a little bit of skepticism. I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, sure, let's see what you can do. And I think that was really good, but I had full trust. I think that was most important, was like, I had to really trust you guys. I was like, all right, you do that. And I'm not gonna lie, like having that off my plate has been incredible. Like the hardest thing about this process was just finding my Facebook password. Truly. That's like when you wanted that, I was like, no, like I literally haven't, but honestly, it wasn't even hard. I just handed you the password and y'all figured it out, but I was like, great. And then you guys making all these great, like, you know, upgrades for me, just like really freshening us up. I mean, that alone added so much value that I was like, wow, our Facebook hours aren't even up to date. Like, you know, you guys were just on it in every factor. So yeah, if anyone's just like thinking about it, I don't know why you're thinking about it. Like, just, yeah, it's a yes.
So now take us through where you are now, almost a year in. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I can't believe it's been a year. That's crazy. But yeah, things look significantly different. I can say, you know, I know we're probably not like every salon, but I do feel like we did have quite quick results. Again, I think because I was open-minded, I really let y'all do your thing. And just, you had to trust the process. Like I couldn't be constantly just like trying to control everything. I think that was a big thing. I really just was like, all right, if we're going to do it, like we're going to do it. And we're going to make sure we do it right. Cause then I'm going to know if it doesn't work, I'm going to say, you know what, we gave it our best try. That was the total opposite. At first, when the like leads and stuff started coming in, I was like, are these real or are they just typing in names and not like, I was like, you guys, this is just like a phone book. I don't know. I like was coming up with all these things in my head because I'm not the most tech savvy person. But when my phone was like my email and like leads and I remember I was so excited. I remember you're like, now listen, not every one of those is going to be a yes, but I was so excited just to even just have anybody like know about our business that maybe didn't know about us before. So that was kind of how we started a year ago. And now it's just rolling. We have clients that have returned over and over and over again and love what we do. And it's actually, I feel like from when we started with you guys, not only has it benefited my stylist, my bottom line, me being able to not stress at night about a slow week, because I feel like every single week, this was what was different when we first started. Then now I would be like, oh, I need to make a social media post because, hey, we have openings. And I just got tired. It was tiring. So since starting with you guys, I just don't have weeks like that anymore. I truly don't worry about it. I really don't. I don't at all, because I know there's something working in the background and we have everything in place. You guys have everything in place. You're watching everything. So from where we started last year, we were in a great place. I think we'd really grown our business, you know, for the cards we were dealt during COVID up until, you know, like, what is that, 3 or 4 years in, we'd done well, but, you know, and I feel like we've been having growth year after year, but truly from then to now, completely different. Like, I think like the first, you know, like the first kind of quarter with you guys, I was like, wow, like this is working. Like our investment was absolutely recouped and then some. So we were not only, it was taking care of itself, it was working, it was reducing my stress, and my stylists were making more money, making more tips, and we were making money. Like it was great. It was just great. It was doing everything it needed to do. And so I think from there till now, it's just completely different. Things are they're just crazy. Like our business has like really blown up. We've, you know, got to move into a beautiful new space. And I'll tell you, like, just having that support, I mean, money is not everything in life. Me to be able to have a peaceful and sustainable business that I can not stress about every day. I mean, it's not really only transformed my business. I feel like it's transformed me. I've been more comfortable, and now with like what you guys have helped us do, I've actually been able to afford a social media company. So now I don't have to do social media anymore. And now I can afford a virtual concierge. It's not even in house. So like what you guys have done for us last year, like I feel like I was in like a very like scarcity mindset. Everything was about saving, and I think that's really important. I think it's important to choose well, but like our last year looks so different from this year, and my girls like our payroll has like doubled and a half what I'm doing. Without, that's not me in it, that's just the team. The tips are incredible. Feedback from clients are great. I mean, clients are saying, oh my gosh, like we would have like never known about you, like we saw your ad. And so it's been so refreshing. So this year, like starting with you guys, compared to like we're probably doubled in revenue like this quarter compared to last quarter alone. So yeah, we're doing incredible. And like the main thing is my peace. Like I think I'm a more peaceful leader, and it's really great now, I think, for my team as well, because it's one of those things, sometimes it's hard to be a leader and having a bigger team and understanding like who your all-stars are, and it's just a lot to do. But now it's like if someone's not retaining this influx of clients, it's really helped me curate my team and make sure I have the right team that's the right fit. So it's just done so many things, not only financially for our business, but just for me as a leader, and my team loves it. They love it. And it's been nice because it's taken the pressure off of me. So I think those are like the biggest kind of things from when we started to now. And I'm sure most people are gonna, the money thing is the biggest thing. And I think it's huge. It is huge, but it's been nice because I've been able to reinvest in things that have even propelled us even further. And if I wouldn't have like signed on or trusted the process, I probably would just be still literally running social media, stressed out. I mean, I've got kids, I have all these employees. At some point, like something's got to give. And this was like the best tipping point to just sweeten everything else like around us. So completely different. Our business looks completely different. And yeah, I think on like this year, we're probably on track to do double, possibly triple what we did last year to date. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
It's really amazing. Like it's really amazing. And I think the fact that you touched on not only the financial reward, but the peace of mind. Like I remember from when I owned a salon for 6 years, like the sleepless nights are like wild. And nobody knows that stress like an owner knows that stress.
And I don't think owners share it enough, I don't think female owners, I feel like I don't know, we can at times be like held to like a different standard, or if we show emotion or show fear. So I feel like everything just ends up bottled up inside us. And yeah, we're up all night. I'm up Googling on YouTube, like how to run ads and how to, get a post to go viral, and where, to try to make sure something that we love, like our business, stays sustainable. And it's, the sleepless nights, I mean, yeah, they really never ended. And now it's just great because it's good, because even if I am like, oh, like I feel like we could be, I don't know, I want to be a little bit busier. Like I just come to you guys and I can say, hey, this is like my vision. This is what I want, or this is what I've noticed like isn't fully working for us. And we pivot and we change and we try, and whatever works, we do it. What doesn't, like we just keep moving. And like, that is how you gain traction. And that is how you have years in business where you double and triple revenue. If you're not making a decision and you're just sitting on things and you're like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like I'm scared. You cannot be scared. You need to make a decision. And whatever decision that is, like if you decide, yes, we're going all in with you guys, it will be worth it. If you decide like, no, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Like if I would have made that choice, I would be sitting in a completely different seat right now. And I might not even be sitting here as an owner with the team I have or a salon at all, because I was burnt out. I had had enough. It was not fun anymore. I couldn't focus on the things I want to do because my mental space was so worried about, how are we going to fill these chairs? How are we going to get people to come back? How am I even tracking what I have? Even the clients that I have, like it was very just like, hey, you want to get your hair done? Like we do a good job. And we had all these wonderful things, but there was a disconnect, and you guys helped bring that together. And that was just honestly, like that's where the magic happened, truly.
And that's what I think to wrap this, I think that this is like the best point, is that not everybody is a good fit for this.
Yeah.
Because you already had the really good foundation laid.
Yeah.
We didn't come in and save your business.
No.
We took your business to the next level, to a different level that you maybe it would have taken you way longer, or you might not have been able to reach it at all, right?
Yeah,
like
100%.
on your own.
100%.
That's, I think, the biggest part to this, where sometimes we talk to folks and I'm like, you know, this might not be the right fit because you have these other areas in your business that you need to fix first. Like, you already had your pricing so dialed in. You have your payroll so dialed in, like commission structure. Like, you have everything. You have client experience dialed in. You're providing an amazing service. You already had good reviews. Like, we wouldn't be able to come in if you didn't have all those things in place. You're burning people's hair off. People's hair is melting, and us being like,
you can't fix
hey,
you can't fix people being behind on taxes. I can't pay my team. Like, that's the worst. That would be the worst. Not a good fit. Not a good fit. And I love that you guys like really curate like who you work with. I think that's like very, very cool. And it is, it's important. And that's one thing we did have. I always like had structure in my business and systems and our pricing and just always growing and changing in those ways. But you really have to, you can't be in a place of just like desperation. Like, I'm just going to call Brandon Jack because I need some money tomorrow. That's not how this works. And I just think in anything in life, especially in business, if you are in this industry and you're just only there for the money, you're going to be highly disappointed for a very long time. There are weeks and there are days that are really freaking hard, and because you still have to nurture these clients that you get, and you still are going to have people that might not love what you do, and it's going to take a toll. But it's like, you have to have so much more heart and passion than just the money, because the money will come next. So I definitely think it has to be the right fit. It's got to be someone that's like open-minded, willing, ready, and that's really got like just like the nuts and bolts of everything down, and is a good leader and is ready to give more to their team. And I think if that's what you want out of this, if you just want to have more people in the world enjoy like the thing that you love the most, which is like, I love my team, I love what they do, and I'm like, everyone needs to have their hair done by my girls. Like, that's why I'm here. Then I think that's a great place for people, to join, and not from a place of, I just want to get rich quick. Because there's nothing in this world, in any industry, that's going to do that, no matter what people tell you. And I do think a lot of companies that I was interviewing were like, we're going to get you hundreds of millions of dollars now, and I was just like, I don't know. I kind of like don't believe that. So, it's got to be the right fit, but it's a relationship. It's a two-way street. And I think it's just important for you guys to have the right people that are open-minded. And, I trust what you guys say. So I think it's very important to have that. And it can't always be about the money. The money will come later on, but it's got to be about those real things and have that foundation set up for sure.